Farthest Frontier. OBS. OBS. Okay, let me try that again. Hang on. Where's my special button? Doesn't work. Never mind. Farthest Frontier. Okie dokie. Why couldn't I do that? That's annoying. I wanted to do that for a reason. I wanted to do that on purpose. What happens if I try this? No? No? Okay. Can't just trigger the transition without also triggering a scene change. Boggle on PlayStation won't accept Beast? Wow. Seriously? Like, that's pretty basic vocabulary. That's not even... Wow. There is French for crane, the mechanical type, not the bird. Oh, yes. Well, it's not a French dictionary. It is primarily an English dictionary. That much we have ascertained. And there are some words it doesn't allow for woke reasons. Let's just call them woke reasons. Which I support. But there are other words where it's just like, why not? Why? All right, so here we are in Farthest Frontier. And this is our beautiful little city we're starting to build with a clay pit in the middle of it. And I realised the other day that I have actually forgotten that in Farthest Frontier, you can move the blueberry bushes, which is not a thing I've been doing. And I haven't decided necessarily where they're going to go. But where have we put the forage huts? I have been playing an off-stream game of this, and now I don't know where things are in this game. All right, so fisherman huts. We've got one forager shack over there. Don't we have another one? Ah, here it is. Okay. So let's move the blueberry bushes over here. It might not be their forever home, but at least that's easy for us to forage them. All right, so what have we got going on here? We've got a lot of wealth on this map. You were confused it wouldn't accept lays. Isn't that the plural of the necklace? Yes, but also I believe that is actually a Hawaiian word, not an English word. So I can kind of understand them not accepting that. But I also could be wrong about that. I mean, I hope it's a given that, like, pretty much any time I say anything, I could absolutely be wrong. I am by no means not a subject expert on literally any subject at all. We've got a lot of wealth on this map in terms of metal. And so I'm fairly keen for us to harness that wealth. However, harnessing that wealth will mean raids. So we need to make sure that we grow that industry at a pace that we can defend. And right now we can't defend squat. Because we are on the lower difficulty when it comes to such things, but we have not disabled raiders. We do get raids. So we've got iron ore out here. We've got gold ore over here. We're already mining this gold ore up here, and we have an infinite gold deposit down this side. We also have an infinite iron deposit here, and iron deposits all over this mountain. And then we've got a deep stone deposit for a quarry over here. Like, we are just rolling in the resources from that perspective. Our farming fertility is not fantastic, but our fertility for... where is it? Our fertility for orchards, for fruit trees, is insane. Absolutely insane. Like, look at this. We can grow fruit trees literally anywhere. And it's not dreadful for animal husbandry either, but it's not great. Not brilliant, but not terrible. So. Wait, hang on. This is an old save. This is an old save. There are certain words that are accepted as English despite being other languages. We use them regularly enough. Yes, agreed. Tux needs to go over there. No, I said yes. Thank you. Valero, hello. Thank you very much for the follow. All right, come on, game. See, this is why I loaded it during the break, but I loaded the wrong one. My apologies. Whoops, just whacked the camera there. That's more like it. Look at that. Yeah, doesn't that look more reasonable? Isn't that ridiculous? Look how much more developed this is, and the thing that tipped me off is that we didn't have any more farms yet. Crazy. Alright, so I did move the forager shack over here. See, I should have known. Where did you... Ah, there. Thank you, Salsa. Yes. I did actually manage to remember that on my own, but it's absolutely not beyond the realm of possibility that I would have completely forgotten already. Thank you. Appreciate that. You're excited I remembered without you? Oh, good, you're not losing your mind. You were confused where the maypole went. I know, right? I was like, I'm sure we got further than this. But yeah, honestly, it was the fact that we still only had one farm that actually tipped me off. All right, what's going on at the trading post? You'll buy some baskets from us? I might wait and see what the next trader comes and tells they'll buy them at a higher price. Might buy some bricks because that's tier 3. Why are we not stocking shoes in the trading post? Let's do that. Oh, we should be. I just haven't set a number, maybe. Let's keep 20 coats in the trading post as well. Right, okay, so we've got the academy's going, we've got 4 people in it. How's our labour market looking? We desperately need more people. Okie dokie. Let's see, what have we got over here in the way of housing? Absolutely nothing. We have upgraded the market, so we can cover more houses now. But we actually only have room for one more in this quadrant. Design. But we'll put a couple over here. I'm not planning on necessarily doing it in quadrants. Like, I'm not planning on doing the next one and the next one and the next one. Partly because of the shape of the land, partly because it's boring to do squares. But this is a reasonable design to help you hit all of the bits and pieces with your desirability bonuses. We've got a large park over here. And I've put down a large park build site, which we can afford to finish. So let's do that. Deep clay deposit, deep sand deposit. All right, Atka's here. What are you buying, Atka? Absolutely nothing that I'm interested in selling you. Candles we could do. Candles we could do. All right, what will you sell us? A knowledge point at an elevated price. Iron, which we can make ourselves. Heavy tools, which you're selling at a significantly reduced price. We might just grab 2 of those. We can't afford 2 of those. Buy 1. And we will sell these to Beldar. Because Atka's not buying them. That makes our coffers look much more healthy. And therefore, I'm going to grab 1 more of these. We can make these ourselves. But they use a lot of iron. Like 15 iron or something. Speaking of which, let's whack a minimum quota 2, maximum quota. Do you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say 6. We don't really need to have more than 6 in stock. Because we're not going to try and manufacture those for sale. That's crazy talk. We got a knowledge point. Marvelous. All right, so let's wait for them to bring these candles. We'll sell those to Atka. Where do we want to put this knowledge point? So what have we been doing? Let's have a look at what we've already got. We've got increased tree felling speed, and we've got increased speed, or rather reduced work to produce planks. We could unlock woodworking, which will allow us to upgrade the firewood splitter and the saw pit. I don't know what that does because I've never done that before. So that might be exciting. We do need to get the most out of what wood we've got because we are on a rather wood-sparse map. We can unlock the spring pole lathe. Minus 20% work to produce furniture. We haven't actually unlocked the furniture workshop. I believe that's tier 3, so we can't make use of that quite yet. Production logistics 1. We could get production logistics 2, which I am very strongly tempted to get. And then we can unlock this after that. What's this one here? Minus 20% work to mine stone deposits, plus 20% mine. That will be worth getting, but we currently don't have the quarry unlocked. That's up here. That's tier 3, I think. Oh no, we need to unlock metallurgy. Okay, so that's clearly what we were working towards, given that we've got 1 out of 2 of these. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That gives us access to the blast furnace. The foundry can upgrade. Also not a thing I've done before. And we can do the quarry, but we need another knowledge point before we can do that. We have unlocked smithing. We can get advanced metal casting. We can get glass blowing. That's another thing we're going to need soonish. Because we want to be able to preserve our fruits and vegetables. Our drinks bonus, hello. We've not yet put anything in this. I need to get both of these. Increases the view distance from your lookout towers and increases the view distance for the town centre. and then gives you increased attack rate in both of those locations as well. We've yet to unlock the armory, which is another thing we're going to need to do with the amount of iron we have on this map. We can upgrade the blacksmith forge soon. We have done increased damage for the villagers, but we've not done increased damage for soldiers. We haven't started investing in defense at all, and we are going to need to start going up that line if we're going to start generating so much wealth in the way of iron and gold. What else do we have? Increased base knowledge, increased research speed. We've got the healer's house. We've got reduced chance to spread certain diseases. We've unlocked increased taxation so that we could upgrade the market square, and we've got the paper press. We've increased the speed of the workers, the farmer workers, reduced our fertility loss, and increased our disease resistance. Sustainable fishing. So we've yet to unlock animal husbandry, so that's another thing we're going to want to do soon. We have been working towards grain crops, but that's what this crop field is for, and I want them to do some work around that before we put any crops in it. Now, do any of these have diseases? No? Okay. Where's the window that shows me all of the crops at once? There we go. How are you, Imagining Exponent? Happy Friday. What's this? Oh, we can expand it. Okay. It's a nice, convenient way to see what your spread is. So we've got food maintenance, flax maintenance, flax and food, maintenance, food, and currently maintenance. So we've got maintenance in year 1, maintenance in year 2, maintenance in year 3. All right. For this one, it doesn't really matter what we do with it. All right. Can we sell these things to Atka yet? No, you haven't got them. All right. Look at all these blueberries. Blueberry bushes all in a row. Let's see. Are there any more that we can go and grab? Some all the way up there, but don't want to send them out there for those because I think, yeah, there's a raiders camp up here somewhere. We got some over here. Can I just do this and still have it on my mouse? I can. Nice. What do you mean, blueberry bush deconstruction site? Why is that? Why is that doing that? Oh, you got to chop down a tree to put it there. Okay. Alright, Beldar's gone. Ah, finally we can sell these candles. Lovely. Alright, let's put some more gold into the town treasury. Have we built the vault? Yes, we have. Why are these orange? Boar dens are orange and the wolf dens are red. That's interesting. Pretty sure that's new. I don't think I've noticed that before. Okay. Shall we make our archers work for a living?
At once.
Actually, to that end, can we fill up that company? Yeah. You can go and get yourselves weapons before I send you anywhere. DC says, so for those still wondering about Shaynisom's Doom quiz, which is a thing that Minty Jones does on his streams, inspired by, presumably, Shaynisom dooming people all the time. Not quite sure how it came about, but it's an absolutely fantastic idea. There were 2 more very obscure clues given. 1, it's seasonal. 2, it has a 6 degrees of separation link to the DC universe. Clues didn't help you at all. No, that wouldn't help me at all either. Something seasonal with passing linkages to the DC universe. What? What has Die Hard got to do with the DC universe? Where's your 6 degrees of separation to DC with Die Hard? Oh, now I'm intrigued. Have we upgraded our Fletcher? We have. Fantastic. Do we not have any more arrows? We got heaps of arrows. What are you talking about? Yeah, let's do something like that. Okay, everybody's got weapons? No, you don't have ammo. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, select everybody. Excuse me, I said select everybody.
It will be done.
Yeah, good. But you?
Your orders?
Oh, what are you doing all the way over here? No.
Right away.
You.
At the ready.
You
As you command.
are not coming. Yeah, Die Hard's a Christmas movie, but yeah, I don't see a connection to the DC universe. Wanderer was not aware until just now that DC has a cinematic universe. Don't know about cinematic, but people say I live in my own little world all the time. All right. There's your... Can you come and get some of these medicinal roots and herbs? What are you doing over here? Oh, you got heaps of forage over here. You're fine. Where have I put your circle? Oh, you're operating over there. Okay. And you're just planting. Okay. Do you know what? Can you do like 6 planting to 4 logs? Just waiting for these last archers to catch up. So it's seasonal, has a 6 degrees of separation link to the DC universe, and it's an old movie that they've just made a sequel to with some of the same actors.
Right away.
Oh, there
As
they
you
are.
command.
There is no high ground to be had here at all.
As you command.
Oh, we've got crossbows. Oh, yeah.
At once.
No. Stay
it
where you
will
are.
be done. It will be done.
It contains the line, go ahead, make my doom. Like, actually
At the
doom?
ready.
Or
Your
is
command.
doom a placeholder
It
for a
will be
different
done.
word?
As you command. Right away.
Oh, Dolt, you died. Last. Alright, guys, back up.
Right away.
You can go back to the garrison before you die.
Your command.
Where's the... Yeah, retreat to garrison.
Your command.
Oh, and this guy's just picked up Typhoid. Marvellous. Can be spread among villagers. Okay, don't give that to your fellow rangers. Go back and give that to the villagers. They're fine.
Right away. It will be done. Right away.
So the crossbows are good,
orders.
but they're slow. Slow to reload.
It will be done.
Oh, doom is a mystery word. Okay.
As you command. Right away.
Okay. Ah, tower.
At the ready. It will be done. At once. At the ready. Your command.
Go.
As you command.
We get
It
out of
will be
no.
done.
All right, go back. We need some armor. The raiders have increased. They've got crossbows as well. So rude of them. How dare they keep up with us? All right. So we do need an armory sooner rather than later. Also, we need to start thinking about fencing this in. Let's build the second foundry. But we definitely need fences. That's somewhat problematic, isn't it? Okay, we'll just do fences around that. Which means we don't want one there. We do want one there. can't put a fence. This barracks is just making it kind of impossible. We're going to have to move the barracks. It literally needs to move one down. Santa Claus is coming to steal. So what I'm taking from this conversation, DC, is even if Kerry had been there, wouldn't have changed the outcome all that much. Did you finish building this park? Lovely. Alright, so how are we going on desirability? Oh, you're ready to upgrade to tier 3. Interesting. Oh, the improved well increases desirability. Interesting. Okay, so what's the difference between you and you? You do have an improved well. Large park, festival, school, market square, temple, and shrine. Ah, these guys have got all these parks as well. The garden trails. Oh, and they're close to the town centre. Okay. Alright, so what can we do about the state of the desirability? Wait, is this turned on? No, good. I think that's for a theatre. But I think it would make more sense to put the theatre here. We could maybe put another block of housing there. We would need another market. But we can fit more inside the market's range here already. Something's wrong there. I mean, it probably doesn't matter if they don't line up exactly. But it has the potential to cause me problems later. So I think that those are all... Yeah, they're all covered. Where shall we put towers? I think there makes sense, actually. Just right there. Something to do... Oh! Oh, yeah, they are making a Beetlejuice sequel, aren't they? Go ahead, mate, my millennium. Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, you think you saw it? They've already made it, have they, Josephson? I'll say hello, Josephson. Honestly, I literally just went... What's a male character with the whole say his name thrice? Beetlejuice came up. But yes, it does star the actress who played Wednesday. And I have absolutely no idea why I know that. No clue whatsoever. All right, have we got any more blueberry bushes to move that are near enough to make it worth it? That one's... Oh, we've already got one that they haven't done yet. Okay, I'll let them finish the ones we've already queued up. Why have I not unlocked the ability to upgrade these? Oh, tier 3. Okay. All right, so we need... Oh, we need money for tier 3. Okay. I need to stop spending all the money then. Christina Ricci and Michael Keaton, who played Batman. Oh, see, I thought you meant actual connection between the movie itself and the DC universe, not shared actors. Michael Keaton's been in everything. Well, not everything. He's been in a lot. Yeah, I was thinking the actual, you know, story universe, not just the in real life actors, blah 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 blah. Oh, do I not have the healer's hut on? I don't have the healer's hut on. I'm the typhoid guy. He hasn't been able to get any treatment. Michael Keaton has been in both the DCU and the MCU. What's he been? What? I don't remember seeing him in the MCU. You're retelling what we were given last. Yeah, no, it's a valid clue. It just, that wasn't the way I was thinking about it. Which is nobody's fault but mine. How are we going with fish? How are we going with food in general? Lots of fish, lots of meat, lots of beans and peas, and not much of anything else. Oh, lots of fruit. Okay. Lots of fruit. I'd really like to get another arborist in. I did not give myself space to put a road between here and here, which is unfortunate. Might need to put a road alongside, I think. Can we get a bit of a curve going? Can we get a proper curve? Can we get... I said, can we get a proper curve? Hang on a sec. That's more like it. Thank you. That is the only trick I know of to make the roads do what you want. Or something approximating what you want. Oh, we've built a tower. A don't want you getting weapons just now, thank you. Alright, so we've got a small smelting area. 5 to 2. No, 5 to 2. We're not pulling enough ore to man that foundry yet, so we won't. Probably should have a tower over here, actually. Yeah, the vault's not actually covered. Tom Holland's second Spider-Man movie, he played an arms dealer. Oh, okay. Not many people remember Chris Evans played the Human Torch in Fantastic Four. Yeah, true. Fandom loves playing with that fact. You need to plant orchards, but you only have 400 people right at the moment. Food is being a struggle. You saw an Aussie movie in which Christina Ricci had a bedroom encounter with Ruby Rose. Around the block. Okay. I don't think I know who Ruby Rose is. Okay, but if food is a struggle and you've got 400 people, surely you could spare one for an orchard? It takes such a long time for them to bring anything in. I really need more people. What's the desirability on this place? Oh yeah, okay. Hey Gemcraft Games! My text-to-speech bot told me Gemcraft Gammies. It really just does not know what to do when people put words together without a space, does it? If you like a cozy citadel builder, it's one of the best available. I hands down agree with that, yeah. And it's so pretty. Winter's not the right time to show you, Gem, but seriously, the art is just so pretty. Remind me to show you in spring. And the dynamic content display is just blows my mind. They didn't have to do that. So many other games will use something like this to show you how full it is, but not what's actually in it. This shows you what's actually in it. Like, we've got actual firewood, we've got soap, we've got berries, we've got meat and fish, we've got vegetables, we've got pottery and herbs, and they are actually represented in the art. Chat are going to get tired of me raving on about how much I love the art in this. There are raiders, yes, you can turn them off. And I am playing on a lower difficulty setting. We don't have any stone. I'm playing on a lower difficulty setting, mostly because I don't love combat and I'm not very good at preparing adequately for it. And I just wanted to build a city, you know? So that's what I'm doing. But you can make it more challenging, less challenging. You can turn raiders off completely. I've been playing it off stream in a game where I turned raiders off completely just so that I could build cool stuff. Battle with raiding armies, battle with wildlife like bears, wolves, and boars. Yeah, exactly. I usually speed up time through... Oh, we've been playing in single speed. Which I do actually like letting it play in single speed, I must admit. I'm wondering if I should put a cap on the logs, actually. Can I put a cap on the... I can put a cap on the logs. So maybe we'll do that. And then they won't chop the trees down unless they have to. I think we need to start seeing more than this. How many logs do we need to upgrade the town centre? Oh, we only need 200 planks. Okay. Firewood, though. Why are you saying we have such a low... Oh, we really do have a low amount of firewood. Why? I mean, it is winter, granted. Do they have to go too far? We are doing it over here. I don't have enough population to put more in there. Although, to be fair, we could probably... Oh, no, I do have 2 in that one and 1 in this one. Okay. How... Oh, succumb to illness. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy. He died of pneumonia. Died of pneumonia? Well, we didn't get an alert that somebody had pneumonia. We got an alert that somebody had typhoid. How big battles can you have? Full-scale battles you draft everyone or small skirmishes? Yeah, so during raids you can set a bell on your town centre and all of your villagers will run to hide in the town centre and will fire arrows at the incoming army. One thing I've discovered in this game, and I am going to actually write to... I was thinking about this earlier. I need to send in a feedback or whatever to the developers because... So, when I played this in the playtest, before it was released, several updates ago, to be fair, I had a deer population like this. In the middle of an area that I built housing in. And as I filled up the housing area, that marker moved. And the deers got moved further and further and further away. That doesn't seem to be happening here. Doesn't matter how much I build here, this just is not moving. And when you put the town centre here, when I ring the bell, they start shooting arrows at the deer. And we actually had a raid last stream where they were so busy trying to shoot this one deer that was right on the edge of their raid, and they kept missing the deer. They were so busy trying to kill the deer that they didn't actually kill the raiders. The raiders knocked the town centre down. Now, that was going to happen anyway because this was literally only one person shooting at the deer. But, like, could the AI maybe have some prioritization? Like, can you maybe not hunt the deer when you're under attack? You know, maybe a little bit of self-preservation there, guys. A little bit of self-preservation would be fabulous. All right, we're into spring now. Let's slow it back down. But just look. Look how pretty this is. What are you guys carrying?
Anything?
Pottery. I love it. It's so pretty. And like the bigger buildings as well are very pretty. When we upgrade things, they'll go to more, like the town centre gets more crisp and schwanky looking. Like level 1 is made of logs, and you can tell the buildings that are made of logs, you can see that they're built of logs. And the ones that are built of planks, you can see that they're built of planks. Like, it's really good. Really good. Alright, knowledge point. What did we want? We want the quarry. Do I want the quarry? I can't man the quarry right now. So I'm thinking armory or grain or livestock. I can't man the livestock either. Maybe we'll get grain. Actually, I think we need the armory. Let's get the armory. Careful now, people start thinking you like the art. I do. I do. I know it comes as a shock because I really haven't mentioned it before now, but I actually truly do really like the art a lot. Yep. Okay, how can I fit the armory into this space? I can fit it there. I'm going to want more than one of these by the time the day is done, though. You can limit production of logs, not just storage. You tried to do it during the playtest from the workers' camp and it didn't allow it. So if you do it on the workers' camp, you will just be limiting how much they can store. Oh no, you can't limit it from the workers. Oh, that's the foresters' camp. Yeah, that is. You can't limit it from there at all. You have to do it from your resources list. Where you pretty much do all of them. But yeah, you can, anything that's on this screen, you can limit the production of. You can open a discussion post on Steam Community and report it. We developers appreciate that instead of negative review. Say, oh yeah, no, I don't do that. I don't do that. Unless it's clear that the developer's never going to fix it. I'm not going to do that. They have their own Discord and they have feedback methods of feedback. That's not a problem. What did you ask earlier? Does your villager have stats and bio? Yes, individuals have... name, occupation, how old they are, and that sort of stuff. But they don't really have personality. They're pretty much just numbers. Have a lovely work lurk. Thank you very much. It's good to see you. Good to see you. I hope work goes well. Just remember, when work is getting frustrating for you, that you have some people's dream job. Where did I put that down? Alright, let's go a little bit faster, guys. We really do need more population though, but we've got more houses now, so hopefully those people will come. If you build it, they will come. Okay, so now we've got an incoming raid. And we don't have enough people to fill the guard towers. Well, that's somewhat problematic. I don't... Well, you've already got weapons, so you can go there, that's fine. But no labourers. Okay. I need to turn down the miners. And the farmers, actually. Oh, why do I have 5 in these? They don't need 5. I think I had a good population and decided to push that up. But we're really struggling now. We can cut down on the number of potters as well. Not the number of Fletchers. Not the number of Fletchers. Oh, 4 priests! 4 priests. We do not need 4 priests. They can go and see the ones in the temple. So, unfortunately, we're not going to get this fence built in time. We'll leave the archer team in the barracks for now because they're coming straight past them. They are going to knock that town centre down though, you watch.
As you command. As you command. Right away. Right away. Right away. At once.
Alright, you guys can go back to your day jobs. Oh, you're finally caught up with the front guys. Oh, you guys are...
At once. At once. It will be done. It will be done.
I didn't see the rated summary. That goes away now way too fast.
Right away.
Let's see if we can whittle these numbers down without getting our guys killed.
As you command. As you command. Right away.
Who are you? Who's this?
Your command. Right away.
Are they not defensive? I suppose they're not attacking it, are they? We really can't get high ground. What if you come
Right
around
away.
this way? One raider?
As you command.
At once.
Where is this?
At once.
Ah, that's the actual camp. Why are you not shooting at it? Oh, you are. God, I can't see. So many trees. Okay, it doesn't look like there's personnel as such. But, yeah, we can't get high ground,
At once.
which would give us a slightly longer sightline and a high ground advantage. Now you
Your command.
need to go back to base. You got shot on the way back to base, didn't you, mate? Well, sorry about that. All right.
Your command.
You can go back to base. Not that way, you freaking numpty! What are you doing? Go this
As you
way.
command.
No, look, you're gonna...
At
Fuck,
once.
you're gonna get yourself killed because you're a numpty.
It will be done.
Alright, we seem to have sufficiently high ground advantage here that the archer in there isn't able to hit us. This guy's still almost in range. Like, self-preservation, guys. You're such dupes. They're dupes. Dupes. Yes, I want you. And done. All right, we got some armor. Lovely. We got some sword and boards, coats, meat, and money. All right, you guys may return to the garrison. We need to put some farmers back on. We got a knowledge point. Marvelous. Okay, so where are we at? 27's not enough for you? Goodness me. Alright, let's fill up the archer ranks. Now, what I wanted was... Do you know what? I kind of want to rejig this whole area. A little bit. Knowledge points. I think we need to start putting things into defense. I will grab the green crops first, and then we're going to put our points into defense. I'd love to put more people in here, but we just don't have the population at this time. Let's upgrade you. Upgrade you. You're barely over the threshold. Upgrade you. Traveling merchant has arrived. All right. Let's sell our candles to you. You're not buying the pottery for much, so we might see if anybody else comes along who will buy it for more monies. You are selling... Not really anything we need right now. Unless you're selling stone, because I still haven't put a quarry down, and we are struggling to maintain... Didn't I have... Yeah, why are they not doing... Oh, they are doing it. Okay. Nobody's doing this either. What's going on there? Do you know what? Don't even worry about it. Just leave it. It's fine. There's some stones over here we can harvest. There's some stones over here we can harvest. Oh, there's quite a bit over here. Alright. Hopefully that will tide us over until we can unlock the quarry. Although we've now had a raid, it should be a bit of time before we get another. So we might be able to grab the quarry before we go and invest in all the defences. So, I put a forager shack over here. Wow. I totally knew that. That is a thing of which I was completely aware. Okay. Just pause for a moment. Where are we going to put your trees? I think they're going to have to go here, which unfortunately clashes with our work area. These guys are going to need to work somewhere else. Yeah, okay, well, let's go up there. There are some stones there, so you can grab those as well. Now, what's that? Apple tree. Okay. Okay, and in the middle we've got pear. Which leaves peach. Alright, so I know that our foresters did a really great job planting all these trees over here for us. We're going to chop them down now. We haven't got a second trader. Alright. I'll sell you the baskets. And I'll sell you the pottery, even though it's not for very much money. Oh no. Okay, I want the trading host to keep some, so I'll have to keep going with that. Don't quite have enough. I mean, we have enough, but I want more than that before I upgrade the building. Okay, so what happens when I upgrade the blacksmith is you can have additional workers, additional recipes, production speed increase, durability increase. So I may not need a second blacksmith. I was thinking I would need a second blacksmith, but I may not. Like, obviously we don't need one now. But I will just put it down. We won't build it. What's our water table look like? Okay. What is the best way to set this up? Okay, we've got enough money now. Let's go ahead and upgrade the town centre to tier 3. That will give us access to a whole bunch of stuff that we do not have the population to do anything with. But It's okay. We'll get there. Now, did I unlock grain crops yet? Is that a thing I've done? Yes. No. Oh, I can grow hay. Did I unlock animal husbandry? Did I unlock animal husbandry instead of grain crops? No? No, I just have unlocked it, but I haven't done anything with it. Okay. Give me grain crops next time. Angel Mart, hello! Hello, hello. Where should we do... Might do livestock over this side. What's our fertility look like for livestock? Yeah, not too bad. Even better? Okay. Goats. Goats might be the way to start. I mean, chickens are great too, but let's start with goats. I'd love to put the barn there, but that's on top of the iron deposit. Put you there. And then we're going to need to fence our livestock up. And I can't remember how big the goat grazing area is, so we'll just do a couple of sides to start until that's built. We don't have enough food. I was about to let them upgrade those houses, but we're not making enough food. How's my hunter over here going? What have you done in the last year? Not as much as I would have hoped, given that you are on top of 2 boar dens. Like, what is going on? You can put you can put two sets of traps down then. Because yeah, killing the boars gets us so much more tallow. And so much more meat. Ah, they're struggling to access water. Where is your nearest well? Absolutely nowhere near. Alright. Let's put a well down. Can we do it along the waterfront here? Not really, no. Put a well there. Right next to you, mate. Right next to you. Let's also put one here. There actually is water up there. Alright. Let's level this terrain out a bit. And hopefully that will let us put a well up there. That would be cool. Oh, I haven't told you to harvest that. All that. Oh my gosh. All this stone is just sitting here for the taking. And I haven't marked it. I finished this one now though, that's good. How are you today, Angel Mart? Happy Friday. Happy Halloween, 31st of October. Stuff and things. Like, is that a thing you say? Is it Happy Halloween? I don't know. I know we've got no money. We got no money because we're doing this. Let's prioritize that build, actually. It's Happy Halloween? Okay. I mean, you know, if you're participating in Halloween, you're going to end the day with lots and lots and lots of lollies. So I guess it would be. It would be happy. Tux is spreading out as much as he possibly can. Who are you?
Your orders?
Guard from what tower? Yeah, no. No, no, no. No. Tax Cat, hello to you. Happy Halloween. Yes. Exactly. I don't have any candy. Well, I have some chocolate in the fridge, I suppose. I suppose that counts. What was I gonna... Grain. Grain crops. And then quarry. And then defenses. Now. If I want just straight up wheat, what does that look like? It takes 8% of fertility out. It's got reasonable frost tolerance, excellent heat tolerance. Doesn't care about rocks, doesn't mind weeds. Okay. Needs a little more sand. We could also do some buckwheat. That impacts fertility a lot less. Has heat tolerance, but absolutely no tolerance for frost or drought. It's not affected by the diseases of other grains. That's interesting. Doesn't yield as much grain as wheat or rye. It's not frost tolerant. Has a short growing period. Does not need fertile soil. We can fit both grain crops in the 1 year. But I think we should do it the other way around, given that buckwheat is not a fan of cold weather. And then we've got rye. Wait, hang on. Buckwheat. Oh, buckwheat likes a more clay soil. All right. No, it likes a more sandy soil. Okay, so if we went up there, wheat would still be happy. All right. What if we did hay? That also would be happy there. Okay. However, hay... So that's a 10% cut to fertility across those 3 crops. Clover puts 3% back in. Do you know what? That can work. If we don't do any maintenance and just grow clover in year 1 and clover after the hay, that could work. But let's do the wheat and buckwheat next year so we can get started on that industry. We're not ready for animals yet. Cool. Grain silos is another thing. Oh, that requires stone. That's unfortunate. Why is everybody cold? Freezing temperatures in late autumn. Fair enough. How are you, cat? I was about to say cat tax. Yes, pay the cat tax. Tax cat. Honestly, I have to ask, did you change your username in the lead up to Whiskerwood's release? Because that's so fitting. You just need to go lurk in every Whiskerwood stream you can find and be like, "Hello, I'm here to collect the tax." Buenos dias de los muertos. Yeah, but Day of the Dead is actually a real thing, like an actual real let's celebrate our ancestors and not a capitalized excuse to sell candy and give it to children out of the trunk of your car. So don't consider them the same thing. Oh, Tux, man, you were all man spreading before, so I zoomed out, and now you're being all cute. So I'm gonna zoom back in. Dios is days, Dios is good. There you go. I learnt the other day that when I've been saying de nada, thinking I'm saying nothing or none, I'm actually saying thank you. And I should just be saying nada. Whoops. Anyway, I've learned now. Look at... Jesus Christ. Look at all this iron and gold. This map is insane. This map is insane. There's another infinite gold supply, infinite iron deposit up here. 2 infinite iron deposit up here. Denada, it's nothing. Yes, yeah, but apparently it also can be used as a sort of different version of thank you. Anyway, either way, I was not saying it correctly. And now he goes back to the man spreading. Tux, seriously, dude, you're making. What are you doing? Can you pick a pose? Just pick a pose and stick to it. Oh, you're very cute. That is a very cute pose. But, like, dude. This Hawthorne? Yes. Alright, let's go double speed. We're going into time of year where not a lot gets done. Bernardo is used as your welcome. Gracias is thank you. Okay. I mean, in fairness, I had that conversation with someone who was learning Spanish themselves. So, South American Spanish. Yeah, so like when someone says, oh, thanks for that, and you go, no worries. Same kind of thing, right? Don't worry about it. It's all good. Instead of actually saying, you're welcome. Because we're contrary like that. Humans, man. We don't make no sense. A fractured bone? What job did you have?
What is it?
Work camp labourer. Did you let a tree fall on you? Did you let a tree fall on you, buddy? Bjorn. Tier 3 achieved! Hooray! Look at this! Look at this! Isn't this so cool? Every time you upgrade it, it gets more fancy. Oh, I was going to say, it doesn't have to do the 1, 2, 3 anymore, but yeah, there is a 3rd layer now. So cool. Alright, so. Let's turn the barracks around again. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. You're probably getting dizzy. Knowledge point. Okay, so we need to put that into quarry. And I'll just pop that down and then we'll have a look at what tier 3 has unlocked for us. Okay, so I didn't do that right. All right. Okay, so tier 3. What we now have access to is we can now build a pub, which we have left space for right here. We're not making beer yet, but we can build a pub. We can now build a theatre, which is kind of expensive to build. And I think I want to build it there, so I'm actually just going to move this park over to here. And I just want it to line up with that one. Put it there. We can now unlock the Cooper, which will give us barrels, which increases the storage capacity of our existing storage types. We can now unlock the cheesemaker and the preservist building, which will allow us to preserve our fruits, vegetables, berries, etc. But we need to unlock the glassmaker first. We can now make our own furniture and our own bricks. And we can unlock the capacity to brew beer, train cavalry, make glass, and make books, which makes people very happy. We can unlock better defensive walls and the stable for the cavalry. We can make prettier walls with hedges on them and gates. And we can upgrade our streets to stone, but we currently don't have any stone, so that will have to wait until we've got quarry going. We've also unlocked some more decorations, which I have been waiting for. This statue is going to go into here, but it's 2,500 bunks to build, so we're not building it right now. We've also unlocked the medium statue, which is 3x2. And the small statue, which is a 1 square. We can also build the flower urn, which I think is a... Oh no, I thought it was a 2x2. Which one's 2x2? Is that the ornamental tree? Ornamental tree is 2x2. So many pretty things. And we can unlock these more extravagant ornamental things. But those are like at the top of a knowledge tree. Like that's unlocking this sort of stuff to get access to those, if I remember rightly. But yeah, so we can brew beer. We can make barrels. We can improve our merchant trade. We will want to unlock this to upgrade the trade center soon, because that gives us a few more traders coming through. What's this? Coal fire. Oh, that lets people use coal to heat their homes in winter instead of firewood. But we don't actually have. That is the one thing about this map, is we've got all of these ores and we do not have a coal node, so we're limited to coal by burning wood or by buying it from Atka or someone like that. So that is one limitation we've got on this map. There's the glassmaker. So yeah, lots of knowledge points to start generating. I would love to be able to put some more people in here, but we need more population. They didn't do too badly on getting those trees planted. There's only a handful left to do. Everybody's sheltering because it's freezing. Why are you guys walking around?
Need anything?
You work at the wagon shop.
Aye.
And you're a labourer. You're stocking the shelters. Okay. Why aren't you in a shelter? You don't have any... Oh, we have no firewood. Did I not set... Is the one thing... No. Yeah, I've got... That is the one thing that you cannot do here, is you cannot set a reserve. That's one of the things I really love in Manor Lords, actually. So I can't go to the charcoal kiln and say, don't make any more charcoal if we have less than 100 firewood. They just keep going and going and going and going. In Manor Lords, you can do that. You can say stop if your source material gets below a certain level, and I really like that a lot. But you can't do that on this one, so yeah. We don't seem to be lacking for logs, so I have to assume we just need more firewood splitters. In fact, we might build a third even if we can't put anybody in it yet. Rotating buildings, something's happened in reality, so the barracks not alone. Really? People rotate buildings in how do you rotate a building in reality? Tux, dude. Tux. Tux. What are you doing to me? Doing my head in, mate. Would seem to be an oversight. Look, production logistics doesn't appear to be something they were interested in allowing the player to micromanage all that much. There are some definite holes in what you might expect to have access to in terms of production line logistics and resource management. The big one that I encountered when I was playing the beta version heading towards 1.0 is that you can't actually tell them where you want resources to go. And there was a building, I can't remember which one it was. It's not true anymore, either way. They've changed it. I think it was the forge, and I think they used tools, not heavy tools or something. Anyway, whatever it was, my whole iron manufacturing basically stopped because they didn't have tools. So I bought some tools from Atka, as many as I could afford, and they went literally everywhere else. So I then had to buy them from her again the next year, and in the meantime, we could not do anything for lack of tools. And we couldn't make our own tools because it was part of that production chain. So you can't say, prioritize these resources to these buildings. There's no way to say, tools go here first, or like, wheat goes to the flour mill before it goes to the brewery or whatever. You can't do that. You just have to produce enough that it can spread it around. So there's not a lot of production line logistics. You just have to make enough. But I suspect that's at least partly because the trading is such a huge part of the game. Buying and selling through the trading posts is where you're supposed to make up those shortfalls. I did find it a bit frustrating. And at first I was a bit frustrated that they didn't seem to do anything about it in terms of, like, putting those logistics in. But I think they did do something about it in that I don't think that is a soft lock. Or not quite a soft lock, but I don't think that is an obstacle in that production chain anymore. I think they've changed it so that your production of tools can't grind to a halt for lack of tools. You have a pic of your mate done up as Arthur's for Halloween pic in Discord channel chat. Lovely. Lovely. Let me just go have a quick look. Oh, damn. Holy crap. That's detailed and intricate. That is amazing. Are you comfortable with me showing that on stream? Because I think that's awesome. But if people want to see it and you're not comfortable with me showing it on stream, they can go to my Discord. Because that's a thing they should be doing anyway. right? They should be hanging out in my Discord anyway. You're not actually required to be in the Discord, just for the record. But you're welcome to jump if you want to. Alright, so now this is flipped around. Okay, now let's do... Can I do this? Alright, let's get this armory into place. Armory. Yeah, except I want you to go there. Which means we need to wait for you to... Do you know what? We can... wait for them to finish. Discord is mandatory. It's where all the cool and uncool people hang out. Which is to say, just all the people, right? That's just all the people. Okay, let me... So this is what I'm looking at right now. Look at this. Look at this attention to detail. Look at all this. This is incredible. Even on the shoes. I mean, you said he'd been 3D printing this all year, right? I can see it. I can see it. Designing it, printing it, making sure it all fits together and fits on him. This looks fantastic. He's done such a great job. I am impressed. Right, Angel Mart. Looks pretty specky. Atka. Atka my pottery, but not for very much. Atka my pelts, which I don't want to give her. Actually, let me just pause the game for a moment. Check my my limits. I haven't set limits on coats. Okay. Have not set limits on tools. That's enough. Yeah, that's fine for bows. Although I would like us to move towards crossbows more than bows, so maybe we'll go 10 and 30 there. And we'll go 10 and 30 there. We need to start making way more arrows. Shoes. Oh, we need a minimum of 100 and a maximum of 300 on shoes. Hide coats, I'm gonna put a minimum of 100, maximum of 300. Linen clothes, we need so much more than that. We have nearly 300 population. 100, 300 on linen clothes. Pottery, you can make as much as you can make. Baskets, you can make as much as you can make. Soap, the same. We're not making any of these yet. I'll worry about setting limits on it later. Candles. I don't think we need to set a limit on that. You can make as much iron as you can make. Why are we drawing water? Oh, we're not. That's just how much water we have access to in the wells. Okay. Okay. All right. You did tell him off for being lazy with 3D printing plastic rings to make the chainmail. Should have done proper chainmail. Oh, good lord. Not for a costume. Not for a costume. Plastic 3D printed links is just fine, you meanie. If that's an accurate reproduction of a game character, it's fantastic, but the artist who created it is a bastard. Such a mishmash of different armor styles, yeah. Manaway did proper chainmail. Wow. You know, we're not hurting for money so much that I'm willing to sell my pottery at such a reduced price. I'm going to take your knowledge point, and then I'm going to buy as much stone as I can. We can't make enough candles, apparently, so we'll leave that one alone. Alright, knowledge granted. Let's start working on our defenses. You've still got it, Manaway? Planning to make a chainmail bikini? Oh my goodness. Please share photos, whether you're in it or not. I'd love to see the end result there. Relatively restrained pauldrons for Warcraft. Peregrines made mail from sprung steel rings for helmets. I remember you telling me that you'd done something like that. You had a chainmail bikini. Line it with leather. Oh, good call. It gets better. He was your team leader at work when you were giving him a hard time about the chainmail during annual review time. Well, if he can't differentiate between the boss hat and the friend hat, then that's a problem. But do you know what I've learnt in my long and storied life? What I've learnt is that there are a hell of a lot of people that are not so great at recognizing that you can have multiple different relationships with one person and how to identify which relationship you should be in at any given time. I can do that very, very easily. And so I didn't realize that that was not necessarily a skill that everybody's got. Sheepskin would be better. Or sheepskin inside leather would give you lots of padding. Be very comfy. Warm, though. I hope you're wearing it in winter. Well, no. If you're just wearing the bikini, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, how are you going now? Are you a bit better now? Are you traveling less? You still don't quite have enough in the way of firewood, but then nobody does. Yeah, you're working 68% of the time. Good. All right, we done up here? We were going to try putting a well up here. Yeah, we can. Put it there. Nice. All right, can we fit the quarry in here yet? No? Obstructed my road. Okay. Alright, can I convince you to go anywhere? Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's basically a cliff. Let's see if we can gentle that enough that we can get a road down there. Can we? Oh, that goes straight through that iron node. Do you know what? That's fine. It's big enough. Alright, our sawmills are struggling. Let's put more people in there. And we need to be making bricks. Where are we making pottery? Over there. So that's where the clay is going. I need to look at our storage logistics because I think things are going in all sorts of places. Okay, so it stops hitting them there. Sweet. Can I... Ah, you don't fit. Do you know what? I don't know that we need a second pottery building. We're not fully staffing this one, so let's just put the brick out here. That wasn't close enough to affect the houses, right? No. Your mate's the one that recruited you to the company, also recruited another mate at the same time. He said even though he brought you both in, he was responsible for training you as you both feel comfortable separating work and friendship from each other. The other mate, though, someone else was training him because it was not as likely that the separation would be as smooth or accepted. Oh, okay. You've known each other for 20-odd years. When he was in the military, you were the first name he put down for a reference anytime he needed to apply for security clearance. Both have a similar mindset when it comes to work, which helps massively with maintaining good relationships both in and out of work. Agreed. Agreed. One of my first jobs... when I was 16, 17, I worked at McDonald's for a while, but I also was brought in by my mother to help her anytime she changed jobs. She would hire me for a week or two to set the filing up the way she wanted it because she knew I already knew how she wanted it. And then when I stopped working at McDonald's, I started working with them pretty much full time, the same company she was working for. And nobody knew we were related. Nobody knew we were related at all. Unless they happened to know our last names. They had every reason to know her last name, but not mine. So, obviously the other staff in the office knew we were related. But the way we conducted ourselves at work, you know, it was first name basis. Even though she was my mum, I called her by her first name. We were work colleagues at work. And we were able to separate that so completely that literally nobody knew that we were mother and daughter at all. All right. I've just put a pause down because Atka's not going to be here for very long. Beldar's buying coats for a reasonable price. So we'll sell that to him. So Beldar will buy planks, sand, stone, baskets, hide, and coats. Atka's selling stone for 7. Beldar's buying stone for 7. That's no good. But I might buy the stone. What else is she selling? She's got a relic, tools, swords, heavy tools, crude weapons. Okay. None of which Beldar wants. Okay, so she wants to buy coal, pelts, candles, pottery, planks, iron ore. And he's not selling any of those. All right, well, carry on, son. Your wife and daughter work together at KFC. You think it's been smooth for them at work, but at home it can get a bit testy at times. Aha. Yes, we do have some treats to do. Oh, we've got 2 batches of treats to do. Tux, there's 2 batches of treats. Should we do one now and one just before we raid out? Or should we do two sets all at once? What should we do, chat? You tell me. treats? Huh? You gonna wake up for treats? Yeah. They want you to have treats. Do you think you should have treats? Is this a thing you want? Hey? Are you gonna go around this way? Tax abuse. I was wondering if anybody would notice that I was doing it. Oh, you didn't get it? Why don't you come out here? That works. I've got them tucked behind my fingers. He's like, I know that they're there. Why aren't they coming down? Alright. So stream is going to wrap up in about 45 minutes, and chances are once we're finished with treats, he's going to run away. So let's do both batches of treats right now. Oi! Hey! You gotta be over here. Okay, he just changed the scene himself on the way past. There you go. Can you come over here where people can't see you right now? There you go. Unfortunately, he so much as brushes the stream deck. He does push buttons. There's a reason that once I go live, I change the page. No accidentally pressing the stop stream button, please. That's it. That's 2 batches of treats all at once. What do you mean you're looking for more? That was 2. That was 2 sets. So many treats. Yeah, that's it. He's gone. He's gone. Oh, no more treats? Alright. I'm out of here then. Bye. Thank you guys very much for the treats. Apologies that I left it so long after dinner. I was going to do one not long after he came back from dinner, and I did not. Ooh, what did we just use up? Oh, planks. Okay. Well, the orchard planting is done. We might just chop that tree down. That one. That one. $650 gold to upgrade the festival pole. Ouch! Let's put the theatre blueprint down. I'm gonna have to take that out in order to extend it all the way. There we go. And we can put some ornamental trees in. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. What's going on here? Oh, the pub's not providing. No, because we don't have any beer. That's alright. I wanted to build it, not staff it. So what do we need to upgrade this? That's tier 4. Okay. Are we able to get a road down here now? Kind of. We can get it to there.
Or would you rather be a fish?
Can I just... Can we just do that line? And then that line? See how that looks. You can go down, you just can't seem to get them to bring the level up, unfortunately. Manaway, oh my goodness! Thank you very much for the gift subs! Happy Halloween to you as well. Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Then if that sort of life...
And your own resubscription as well. 25 months! Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Thank you very, very much for that. I'm very, very appreciative of the gift subs and the 25 months of support. What do we need to upgrade the foragers? Okay, we can now upgrade the forager shacks. Where do we want to put them? I might just put a few more down so that we can upgrade them. And grow the things that we want. We don't have any money. Is this fully staffed? This is not fully staffed. This doesn't show me the work statistics. Okay. We don't have housing for them.
Or would you rather be a fish?
Okay, can I get away with putting that one there? Possibly not. DC, oh my goodness! Thank you very much for the 10 community gift subs. Very much appreciated. Oh, you hit Gemcraft Games too. Congratulations on your fish, Gem. Thank you very, very much. Very, 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 very kind of you. Oh, that one's not quite in the ring either. Hey, buddy, you coming back? There's no more treats to be had. You had them all. You have had them all. Okay, so we need to hit these pretty hard. Oh, you got cup holder as well, and Mana got Cheryl. Nice. Oh, you did too. Well targeted. Well targeted. Very much. Very much good. Yep. I'm so good at English after 9 p.m. It's like my top skill. All right, what are you selling? Herbs, cheese, shoes, coats, hides, meat, and a relic. And you want to buy bricks, flour, beer, candles, baskets, and clothing. None of which we can sell. We can sell you the baskets, but you're not buying them for very much. We'll sell you the baskets. It's only 1 more gold apiece, but 1 more gold apiece is 1 more gold apiece. It looks like we have brought in our first grain harvest. And I have not yet built a windmill. Where are we going to do that? We can kind of scoosh that in behind the arborist, actually. In fact, to that end, why did I build the arborist there? Can I build it closer to where they're actually working? Let's build the arborist there. And then we can do... So we're going to need a grain silo. Oh no, I think we need a depot actually. Which one takes the hay? Yeah, the depot. So we're going to want a depot out near the animals. I need to see where that needs to go. You can be turned off. You can be turned off. We've got a knowledge point to spell. A green despot, huh? I mean, fair enough. If grain is able to become a despot, then, you know, more power to them. More power to them. Good job. Well done. And all that stuff. Okay, the quarry doesn't need stone, which is good. Okay, so getting them to do just the 1 row did seem to level it out a little bit. That made it a bit more friendly. So can we do that here? Make this a bit more friendly? I would like it to be a little bit more less like we chopped the top off a mountain, if possible. Probably makes their own. Oh dear. Okay, so we can't afford the gold for these just at the minute. And we really need to get these houses done. Oh gosh, okay. Can we prioritize these ones instead? Just get the work done, guys. Just get the work done. There you go. Aha, we can put another beehive down over here, maybe. Is there somewhere we can fit a beehive in here? Yeah, I'll put one there. And we can put one there. Sure. Sure. City bees, yes. Aussies not defiling the environment with mining operations? Don't get me started. Look, do you know what? No, don't get me started. Don't. Just don't. Don't. Okay, so I want you to forage this stuff, and I want you to upgrade. It's going to cost 1,000 gold. Holy crap. Also, I think, is that asking for flax? No, the windmill's asking for flax. Do we have any flax or have we used it all? Oh, we got heaps. Holy crap. Okay. South Africa just told America no more minerals / popcorn. No politics, yes. But also, damn. Well played, South Africa. Well played. It's going to cost us 30 stone. We only have 34. We really need to wait until the quarry gets up and running. Alright. Our homeless are now all homed. Tux is proving me a liar. I said, he probably won't come back on camera after those streets. 10 minutes later, there he is. Showing a lot of leg, yes. All right. Do you know what? We can probably shut one of these down. In fact, that one's not even bringing any wood. I just told them to do planting. And that will give us some more labourers. Like, we've got plenty of logs. We're doing okay. Oh, we got 2 rat catchers on the go. Oh yeah, I'll put your circle in the right place. Good. A building is on fire. Oh boy. Well, time to put another well. We might shift it over, given that water volume. Put there instead. We don't need no water. Let the building burn. Burn, little building. Burn. That's not the words. But I'm trying to be better about the amount of swearing that I do. Trying. Being the operative word. We might need to send ourselves some money, I think. Uncle Hugger. In the very early access part of Final Fantasy's life, wells could burn down. It was pretty funny. Oh no. Oh no. We are very light on the planks. And yet you guys are idle. Why are you idle when we need planks? Where are all the logs being stored? They should not be going there. Okay, so we did this in an effort to... Oh no! Oh no! Draven was live and I didn't pop into his stream and I didn't get his stream today. Also, what's going on with pronouns? Thank you very much for the raid, Draven. What happened to pronouns? Also, why does the game Silent Hill have a fortissimo symbol on the end of it? That's just weird. What happened? Pronouns. Hello, sorry, yes, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was your stream? How did you go with Silent Hill? I have to admit, have not been watching horror games, not my thing, but you did seem to be having a lot of fun. So, you know, how did you go? Yeah, it ran the pronouns thing. And it found the pronouns. So I don't know why we got variables instead. It says I was watching lurking. Oh, it probably said that I was in your chat because I'm always in your chat if I have Chatterino open. But I didn't actually open your stream, which means that I wouldn't have been counted as a viewer. Selfeya's always watching, always lurking in the purple darkness, indeed. How are Iron Tux and chat doing? We're doing pretty well. Also, well done on sneaking into my stream 4 minutes before I would be turning raids off. It was quite an impressive slide in through the door there. There's debate about that. Loud Silent Hill. It was a very disturbing game, especially near the end. Oh dear. You couldn't watch Silent Hill Wanderer? Draven streams after midnight for you. It's not a wise thing to be falling asleep to. No, that does not sound like the best plan in the world. Oh, I can't lurk around here for 5 minutes. Congrats on the fish, Mr. Cupholder. Yeah, I've never had issues with it not getting the pronouns. Maybe it was just a little bit too slow. Maybe I just need to put a brief delay. I've already put a delay in. Interesting. Interesting. Oh well, that's the first time it hasn't worked, so there must have been some kind of latency issue. Jem just noticed that he's been fishified. That's enough of horror games for another year. Nice. Yes. Yes, I don't do horror games, but I appreciate that it's that time of year when people like to dip their toe in that water if they don't spend much time there. Now is the time to do it. Hopefully you had fun with it. Maybe it was the amateur noun version I was using. Maybe. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Hello, Raiders! Welcome on over. Thanks for coming with Draven over to my little channel. We're currently playing Farthest Frontier. We've just upgraded to tier 3. But we've yet to really do anything with that. Oh, hey, look! The armory is happening. I would like you to make more hallworks than you do boards. But also the shields are made of planks. It's a wooden shield? Really? So we're currently waiting to generate enough money to build the stone quarry because stone is a thing that we do not have nearly enough of. We also don't have enough people, although we're doing better now. Why do you want more builders still? Can I put more people in here without you chucking a fit? No, no, that's it. Okay. Despite their depiction in fantasy, metal shields were incredibly uncommon because shields are meant to be broken. Also, now that we're actually having the conversation, I've just realized metal shields would be freaking heavy. Take a hit on your shield arm at just the wrong angle, and you break your arm. Angel Bar, good night. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for being here. We're wrapping up in about 20 minutes anyway. Have a good sleep. And have a fantastic weekend. Whatever it is that you're going to be doing. You may upgrade your houses. You know, I'm actually thinking... Let's move the forester camp. Move it out here. We won't necessarily turn it back on. Oh hey, the goat barn got built. Okay, so we'll set the grazing area to there. I have guesstimated correctly, which is well, that's weird. Because that was absolutely just we'll whack it down and figure it out later. Situation. Now, I want to put a storage depot here. I also would like to put the clay pit down so we can see where it goes. I put that there. No. Don't actually build it. There we go. Put that there. We can build the grain silo here. And then we can build a windmill there. That fits in quite nicely, in fact. Welcome on in. I don't have a cracker command, but I hope that you got well fed in Draven's stream. Thank you for coming over with the raid. Late parrot. Cracker parrot. Yeah, see? There's no cracker. No cracker, sorry. A metal shield shearing due to an axe blow would be more dangerous to the holder than the attacker. Oh yeah. Same with a metal shield deflecting a fire.
Today's fish is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal.
Oh, there you go. Parrot got a fish. Parrot got a fish. Okay, so we've got some gold. Does that mean we're finished doing this? No, not even close. Not even close. Alright, let's speed up a little. So now we've got the challenge of... Do we continue building residences out here, which I'm not a fan of because they're going to have an incredibly long distance to reach work? Or do we start building some residences in here? Now there's an area here we won't be able to build on because it's marshy. Oh no, we can build there. I don't want to. Don't want to because that's good medicinal root. But we could. I don't really want to put. Yeah, we might have. We're gonna have to get rid of that, aren't we? But we can't put residences right next to this low desirability spot anyway. So. Maybe we'll do another residential area out here. Does that make any sense? I don't think that makes any sense. I think we're just going to have to go here. A suburb, basically, yeah. Because, I mean, we can build here. But they're just so far away from anywhere they might be. And we can't build too close to this low desirability space. We could, of course, move some of the low desirability stuff over to this space. Actually, do you know, it actually makes a lot more sense to move some of this stuff over here. But this needs to be expandable. Well, does it? Does it though? Maybe it doesn't. Are we going to want to build more than that? Probably not. We could move the... Oops. We could move the paper mill and the weaver over here. But the biggest issue is the compost. And that really does need to be... Oh, well, actually we could move the compost over here. Except they're collecting waste from the buildings, the houses as well. So putting them there doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we're kind of a little bit stymied by the shape of this land. And we might just have to build over this, which would be a shame. We could build it like there. I'm gonna put that down but turn it off. I might lay that out off stream and play with it a bit. Because we have upgraded a forager, so we can tell it that we want it to make medicinal root. And then we can tell the next one to make herbs. And that would probably effectively replace what we're losing here. Alright, come on, let's do my thing. Let's have a look at the upgraded forager's hut. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? Say no to urban sprawl! You should see some of the buildings that, some of the cities that Wanderer's built. Speaking of urban sprawl, he's got huge 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 city areas. Oh, this is such a pretty game. Oh, the paper mill. They're down there actually making paper. They've just put so much time and effort into every inch of this game. Games have come a long way. You just wouldn't be able to zoom in this close in games of 25 years ago. True, but on the other hand, I can't click the people repeatedly until they blow up. So, you know, you win some, you lose some.
Of course.
Oh, sorry.
On it.
Sorry. Storehouse is full. Interesting. Stop storing these then. They can go somewhere else. Some of those things can go into a vault. Some of those things can go to the market. Some of them can go over here. Oh, I haven't said you can have pottery there. Well, that's foolish. That's where they make pottery. What? What? Clicking repeatedly on units, one of my earliest game experiences, Warcraft 2. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the sheep in Warcraft 2. So funny. So funny. And the peons as well. Peons didn't blow up, though. They just yelled at you. Okay, so we can't do anything with this until we buy some goats. So let's turn that off until the trader comes. We don't have any money for it anyway. Also, no to all of the things that you are shoving in there. That's not a thing. No. Hay. You're allowed to put hay in there. That's it. What do we get from goats? We get meat, pelts, tallow, and milk. Atka, what you got? What you got for us? You'll buy stuff, but not for very much. You'll sell stuff, none of which we really need. Atka is one of my favourite traders ordinarily, but on this map, she just doesn't really bring us anything we need. Except maybe coal, but we're doing okay on coal. Although we're not doing okay on firewood because we keep turning it into coal, so there's that. I'll sell you the candles I've got. I'll sell you the baskets I've got. But we need to stop stocking those things because we're not making enough. We're not making enough. Not making enough of those either. We're really only making enough of the pottery. Oh, we've nearly filled the trading post with honey. By the time we fill the trading post with honey, we're going to be ready to brew. Somebody's broken their leg. Who broke their leg?
Need anything?
Another work camp labourer. No, guys, no. Thank you, but no. Although I could get them working there, and then they could cut the trees down ready for the build, but not right now. Yes, it is that time. Make mead. I don't know that you can. I don't know that you can. You can only do beer. But I think you can involve honey in that process. I don't recall. No mead. Such a shame. Alright, how's our quarry going? Still need 424 gold. We don't have that much of. Oh well, might have to wait another year. For the taxes. Oh, do we need to put... Do you know what? Let's put some more people in here. There are no stones. Okay. Where have I put your work circle? Over there. Alright, we can start upgrading our roads. And don't they look so much nicer when you do? So much nicer. The medium plaza. Okay. But not right now. Because we need the money. Show me the money. Alright, new travelling merchant has arrived. Let's have a look at what they've got, and then we will find somebody to raid. Alright, Beldar, did you bring goats? You did not. No, you bring horses. You bring horses and sometimes chickens. It's the Draven lookalike who brings goats. Yeah, no, we just don't need anything from you. And we don't have anything we can sell you. The windmill's running. Windmill's running. That's exciting. We don't have a lot in the way of grain. Why not? Where's all our grain? Been stored. Because I pretty emphatically don't want it going anywhere other than over there. Somebody's got dysentery. Jeez Louise, wash your hands when you go to the toilet. Okay, where the frick frank paddywhack has all my grain gone? Look at this, 1220 grain. Where? Where is it? Where is it? Where have they put it? This is another part of the production logistics chain that they have not put any tools in for, is you can't track your items backwards. There it is. No. And also no. Over in this storehouse, there really shouldn't be much. A village has been cursed! Oh no! You can put soap in there actually, if you must. Adjust spectacles. A village has been cured! You know, same thing. There we go. That's where it needs to be. Excellent. Alright, we are starting the flour production. Now, the thing about grain flour bread is that grain keeps the longest of that entire chain. So what I want to do is, before we raid out, I want to go over to the bakery. So 10 units of bread uses 10 units of flour, okay? 10 units of flour uses 10 units of grain. Easy. That's a 1-to-1. Very nice. So I want them to make a minimum of 50 and a maximum of 100 bread. I want them to make a minimum of 50 and a maximum of 100 flour. And I want them to keep the rest as grain. And that way it will keep longer. Grain stores for ages if the rats don't get to it. Actually, that's a good point. The rat catcher can't reach the granary. And whilst it doesn't necessarily need to hit these storehouses, it does need to hit this root cellar. We move this root cellar. Oh, that's for the smokehouse. Well... there's a knowledge point we can put into expanding the radius on the rat catchers, so we'll have to do that. All right. That's going to be that for today. I'm pretty happy with that. Once we started playing the correct save and didn't, you know, replay the entire beginning of the game, we've done pretty well. We've finally got ourselves into a position where we can get goats. We need a trader to bring them, but we're ready. We're ready. We've even got hay ready to go because we just harvested hay. Hey, we just harvested the hay. Yeah, the only thing is I'm just struggling for where we might put more houses, and I think we're just going to have to spread up this way. But that may mean recreating some of these production chains over here so that they're not having to transport things such a long distance. Also, sorry for just waggling the mouse icon all over the screen just now. So that will be that for tonight.